Hello. I am here this morning sitting in the dining room with all sorts of stuff around me, and I could mostly just go to sleep. But I'm not going to. I'm going to do some dollhousing. So I have cleaned off the shelf behind me and put the dishes all in the cupboard. And there's the Kara room back there over my shoulder. Um, as I get more stuff, I need more space to put it. Anyways, that's back there today because my hands are bad today. I noticed last night really couldn't feel a lot in my fingertips, and they just ache, and my skin's doing weird things. So I'm going to take a break from doing the little details that I need to do for the Kara room, and I'm working on the bedroom. So I've done a few things with that. I have put some trim around the edge of it, not the whole thing, but getting there. And I rebuilt the coat rack, which I don't know if it's actually a lot better. It does feel sturdier though, and it's a bit more fun. There's still some things about it that my skills need improvement on, but I'm happier with it now than I was. Yeah, I'm going to put a bar across the top. I don't know if I'm even pointing this at the dollhouse. A bar across the top. Deb dropped off some cute little tins to me. I like this one, but I might cover it a bit. Zodiacs aren't really me. I don't. I'm too cynical for that sort of thing. And so I'm not sure what will happen with that. It could be then popped under there, possibly. Or I'll make a little table to go in there. The little lamp I made in the corner is gone because I'm going to hang a pendant light on it. That could be there. Yeah, a little something here maybe. And maybe some more artwork on the walls. And I'm going to update the bed a bit more. So that's it. That's where I am. I'll show you more as I go. So some improvements on the bedroom. I've got all the tape around the edge to make it look finished. I've glued some of those little bits of lace, the pearl lace that I have. I painted it pink and glued it on to this. And so this thing I'm going to put probably some tissue paper in it, and then I'll make little garments or something and odds and ends and keepsakes, and that's what will go in there. I still need to do something for over the bed, and I need to do something with the bed. But I just don't have the tools for what I want to do yet. I'd like to get some little lace appliques that I stick on and paint the same color as the bed. Maybe get some of that rub and buff gold stuff or silver to highlight with. And I still want to put something under the window, but I haven't decided, or the mirror, I mean, but I haven't decided what yet. Or if anything, maybe it doesn't need anything there. The corner table needs a book. And I made a light for it, which I think is sweet. So I think that looks a bit fancier than it did before. Bit by bit, I'll personalize it more and more. Okay, well, here's some additions to the sitting room that I did. I made a light fixture for it. I was inspired by the beads that were strung on wire that I got from Emily yesterday, and I kind of played with that idea for the light fixture. I also put all the trim around the edge of it. And that was all I really did with this one. Oh, I did some sorting. Look, I sorted out my beads. I sorted my marbles. I did no sorting in these boxes over here, but I did sort and put away some of my glues and things so I had more room on the table. And I made myself a drawer here with stuff in it. And on the floor, I have a couple boxes. I made a proper fabric box, and that little box behind the house there is now full of full jewelry pieces. And look, I got a present. So this package came from my friend Maria. And Maria lives in Switzerland, and she's been watching my vlog. Maria supports me all the time. She's the best. Maria and I met in a chateau in France. How glamorous is that? And we hung out and spun wool together and shot the shit, and we really just got on well. And so I was overjoyed overjoyed to receive this package from her. So there's a little bag of sequins. They will come in handy. Have I an idea for them to make like a little hand mirror with one of them to start? What else is there? Oh, feathers. And of course, I'm all about texture and tactile, so I immediately had to rub them on my chin. I love feathers. Yes, wrap them back up and keep them together and safe. And this was some batting, which pops up a little bit later in the video. I make something later and I stuff it, and that's what I used the batting for. And this was me undoing a knot with my fingers not really working. My right thumb especially has been causing me some discomfort. But I got it. This was an argyle trim. Isn't that pretty? I can't wait to use that one. And I had actually, you'll see me, I'm speaking in this video. I had recorded it with not necessarily intending to do a voiceover, but Kevy had the Ron Hines blasting in the background. Oh, I did eye nose there because that lace that I just held up was exactly the stuff that I want to use to decorate the bed that I was talking about with a few moments ago. And here is a little clock, a little Swiss clock. It's very sweet. It's got sheep on it. And look at that beautiful bulb. Oh my gosh. I loved it. I was trying to see if it was see-through there. It wasn't, but it's beautiful. I bet you can get some good Christmas decorations in Switzerland. Oh yes, a black pipe cleaner immediately became a mustache. Aren't I fine with a mustache? Oh, and some twine. And a little bit of blue ribbon. And more bits of string. Those bits of strings would be good for texture if you mixed them with glue and paint. And these sweet little blue flowers. I've got to say, I was totally overwhelmed, I think, at this moment. So I was singing along to the Ron Hines and looking at these beautiful little flowers. And I was just kind of taken with, I've got a pretty good life, you know? And that people will send me just these presents to go into my, oh yes, this is great, the cowbell, the Swiss cowbell. People will send me these presents and I can work away at this project with things from all over the place. A ladybug. I've always loved these little flowers. Yes, Kara, for you. Always loved these little silk ribbon flowers. I used to try to make them when I was a kid. And gold wire, I needed gold wire. I am almost out of gold wire. So touching. So I gathered all my things up together here to admire them. Oh yes, and then discovered, what was this bit? Oh, this is like, what's this called? Like raffia? But that's good stuff for doing outdoor scenes with. I could have used some of that when I did that little pond diorama. Yeah. So I was just like, okay, I love you, Maria. I love you a lot. I love you, Maria. I love you a lot. And sitting there overjoyed when I realized there was another bag that I didn't notice. Ooh, and it had like lacy frilly bits in it. Look at that. That's sexy. This is me trying to be sexy. Just for you guys. Just a little tease just for ye. But wouldn't this make a lovely little bed skirt? So I've got things in mind. I've been saying I want to up my bed game. And this is a sweet little, it's sort of a pink shade. And I bet it would be really lovely like for curtains. So thank you, Maria. You're the best. So not huge amounts done today. Little bits of stuff done today. I finished up the my little living room. Well, added a new light to it and trimmed it. And what else did I do today? I didn't do too much work on my Cara room. I did a little bit, but not too much. I did work on this though. This is, you know, those tomatoes that the pincushion tomatoes. Well, I'm trying to make one, well, sampling, possibly making one for a project I have in mind. So I worked on that, just made the pattern and stitched it up to see if it was the right, if the pattern pieces would be the right size. And I made some little crayons to go in the Cara room. So they're just drying now, and they'll just go in a jar. And I painted this for the Cara room, which is from a photograph. Oh, focus? Any focus? There you go. Which is from a photograph. I'll insert it here so you can see it. This photo was taken over the summer. I had hung my swim clothes on a for sale sign that was in my friend's garden. The for sale sign was taken down, but the post was still up. And I thought, that looks like a Cara scarecrow. So here's the Cara room thus far. There's some details I need still. I think I'm going to paint this little bead. The bead and the flowers came from Emily's package yesterday. And I think that there needs to be an illusion of coffee in there. I still have to try to get a little sewing machine in here. There's the painting that I did in place and some things on the shelves. And the paintbrushes next to the painting. I still want to try to get a window in there, or not a window, sorry, some artwork in there, and maybe try to figure out how to make a little cork board to go in one of the squares, and maybe, or two, and have some, you know, little, like an ideas board and a clippings board in there, and some little books maybe to go on the shelf. So that will be tomorrow, I think. My hands are feeling a bit better, so hopefully tomorrow I can get in and finish this one up. I really like it though. It's coming along beautifully.